All right, that's my time. I've yelled for way too long, everybody. Thank you for coming to Basement Comedy. You've been really, really great.
Oh, wasn't he fantastic, Nath Valvo? So good.
You're going to be very impressed by my parking spot. It's just here. It's that black station wagon.
That's a very good parking spot.
I know, it's good, isn't it? Alright, yeah, we'll be in touch. You're listening to the Debrief with Dave O'Neill. I've just done a gig with the great Nath Valvo.
Hello, Dave.
Welcome to the podcast, Nath.
Thank you, mate.
And we're at the Comedy Basement Room in Melbourne.
Yes, good room.
Yeah, it's a great room.
Awesome room.
Because I've talked about this before, but it's in a basement, and so it gets a good vibe. I reckon, don't you reckon?
I would like someone, I don't know if anyone would read it, but I would like someone to do some sort of research into why a room is great.
I think the low ceiling. You know, when you go into a gig that's a town hall,
Yep.
and the laughs just go up into the roof, and you're like, oh, God. Wish I was in a basement.
Talking about those times you do the main room at the town hall at the festival. that pesky gig.
Yeah. I think the one time I've done, I did it for a benefit, and it was just, I did the Moosehead, which is on there every year.
Yeah.
And it's just really hard work, I reckon.
Yeah.
Don't you reckon?
Never want to go back.
I don't want to go back and headline there.
No, but
No, thank you.
There's just something about this basement gig. This is like my second or third time doing it. And it's every time it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's a cracker.
Like everyone's bang up for it. I also think Saturday night has a bit of a
I reckon.
effect.
And you get a few out-of-towners and sort of people like the guy sitting down the front, Greg, who told me his name was Doug.
How weird is it when an audience member thinks telling you a different name is the funniest thing?
But Greg's such a funny name.
Yeah.
Greg was from the Brady Bunch. It's like, come on, dude, it's Greg. Is your mic? Is your mic okay? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
all
hang
good.
on. Put your seatbelt on. You don't want to.
Oh,
Is your seatbelt on?
yeah, my seatbelt is on.
No,
I'm just
mine's
weirded out
fine.
that I'm mic'd up getting
In
a
a
lift
car.
home with Dave.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's a
bit weird. Well, you know that I haven't seen you since we did a gig that you used to organise with Joel Creasy for Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, that was a one-off.
Was it a one-off?
Yeah. It was
And your mum was there.
I think. Well, yeah, it was. I reckon that was.
How long ago was that?
6 or 7 years ago.
I reckon at least. Yeah.
Yeah, and Joel and I wanted to do a show that people could buy tickets for their mums for Mother's Day. And so the lineup was people that we knew would have material.
Appeal to mothers.
Not just appeal to the mums, because all mums think you're hot.
Oh, yeah,
Bit of eye
right.
candy for Mother's Day. So we're like, oh, that's all right. Yeah, we had like you and Fiona O'Loughlin, a couple
That's
others.
right.
And it was an awesome gig.
It was good.
It was really, really fun.
And your mum was there, wasn't she?
Yes.
I remember. What's her name again?
Lynn.
Lynn, that's right.
Yeah, that's a classic mum name.
What's your dad's name?
Well, he's the Italian one, so his name's Giuseppe.
Oh my God.
How good's that?
Really? Giuseppe. That's the name. We were talking about racism today because my daughter's doing this thing on bullying. They said, was there racism at your school? I said, well, I went to a big high school. There were so many Greeks and Italians. You didn't pick on them. You know what I mean? Because they were the majority. But my dad, when he would try to insult, he'd say, Giuseppe. That would be his insult to the Italians.
I'll let my dad know. But you can't get a more Italian name than Giuseppe. And when I just use it in material, people think I've made it up. I'm like, no, that's his name. It's a good name.
Yeah, and you talk about your mum and dad a lot in your stand, which I love, which is because I find parents very funny.
Same.
And I can't see your dad, but your dad must be very Aussie Italian, is he?
Oh yeah, he came on the boat when he was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, right. Where's he from in Italy?
Sicily. He grew up in Sicily.
Yeah, right,
and then
I was just in Naples.
Oh yeah.
That's not Sicily.
No,
that's the furthest I've been down.
Yeah.
Have you been back?
I went last year for the first time to Sicily, and it was.
I'd love to go to Sicily.
It was sick, and did the full family history thing, and went into a farm and like.
Were you on that SBS show? Did you cry?
I didn't cry, but yeah, I went to the farm that my nonna and my dad grew up on.
Wow.
Do the listeners of this podcast care about that?
Yeah, they care about it.
Right.
It's anything. Man.
Okay, great.
What did we talk about?
But that was the first time I've ever been to Italy. But yeah, Dad came over there. So thanks, Giuseppe.
So I didn't even know you were half Italian. Because you're not one of those guys.
I don't look it.
You don't look very Italian.
Because I'm very pale. That's what throws people.
Yeah, because Sicilians, they tend to be darker, don't they?
But there's blonde and blue-eyed Italians.
Oh, in the north there is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm very pale. I don't know. But Valvo. What did you think that was?
I didn't know what. I thought it might be German, maybe. I thought you could be a German or a Dutch. You're not tall.
No, I'm not tall enough for Dutch, and I'm a terrible organiser.
You know what? I didn't really even think about what you were. I just thought you were just Anglo. I knew what school you went to.
I'm happy that you just saw me as a person, Dave. It's very
I didn't think it was an ethnic stereotype. That's Giuseppe's son.
You saw me as me.
I knew you went. Did you go to Parade? Yeah,
Parade College.
Yeah, which is a breeding ground of. For people who don't know, it's a classic Catholic secondary school. Not well. Back in your day, it wouldn't have been posh at all. It's more your working class.
Yeah,
lower middle class.
It was. I would say it was middle class, but it was. If you went there, your parents were definitely a bit of pride.
Yeah, right.
They were a bit like.
Well, Hallier went there.
Peter Hallier came to
Damien
went.
Callanan.
Damien Callanan. Wally DeBacca, who's Gautier.
Oh, he went there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of footballers.
A lot of footballers that I don't care about.
No.
But the Gautier, who's Wally DeBacca, who's an awesome guy. I'm just saying that because of what I'm about to say. He was a school captain.
School captain?
When he was in year 12.
Wow.
And I was like year 9, year 10 at that point.
So he was like a bit of a high achiever even at that age.
Yeah. Went from Parade College school captain to winning a Grammy.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's nuts.
That's a great song though.
It's a very catchy song. But he used to get up and speak to the assembly, so 1,200 boys, and he was a cool school
he was
captain.
cool back then, was he?
So instead of doing a speech, he'd play a song.
Oh my God!
And to 1,200 boys, we didn't sit there going, "This guy's got a gift." We just sat there going, "Faggot."
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Wally, come on, Wally.
You know what I mean?
Did all you go? Because I remember you when you were in the Shambles.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
you all Parade boys?
yeah, that's how we all met.
So Lynchy.
Lynchy, Sauce, and me.
I'm trying to think of the third Shambles.
Sauce.
So what did he look like?
Very ethnic. Long hair.
That's right.
Had a nose on him.
For people that don't know the Shambles, you guys were a Channel 31 show.
Channel 31 show, yeah. And what makes this is so ridiculous, but it's the truth. We were MySpace.
That's right. You were a bit. You know what? You were a bit before. You were before the YouTube thing.
Just before YouTube. So
yeah.
Before YouTube, when you were like a skit group, or when you wanted to get stuff online, you uploaded it to your MySpace page, and so we had this huge MySpace community that would sell out.
Yeah, you had a following, didn't you?
Like we'd sell out what's the one of the trades, the big one, the ballroom.
The ballroom. Yeah.
We'd do a season at the ballroom, like a comedy festival season, and sell it out every night.
And was that all MySpace, you reckon?
It was MySpace and Channel 31 combined. It was crazy.
Yeah, what? That was late 90s?
That was
early 2000s.
About 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So no, I'm way off.
Yeah, about because I've done like 8 solo shows.
Yeah.
So,
right. And I still see Lynchy around.
Yeah.
He directs some of your shows, doesn't he?
He directs some of my shows. He's kind of around, kind of a fingers in a few pies kind of guy.
Yeah.
Never too keen on the straight stand up.
I've seen him in the local supermarket, and he's currently in South America.
And he's huge on his groceries.
yeah, he's big. He's big.
He's big in the supermarket circles.
He's a nice guy, but I haven't seen Sauce in the supermarket.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think that's like when you do media and stuff for festivals, and like, tell us about how you started in stand up. I'm like, I didn't. I did the skit group thing first. It was kind of like a cool way to learn festivals and learn how to put on shows and did it as a group.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so and then I remember, I'm trying to remember where I first met you, but I'm pretty sure it was at Nova. When you were a...
I used to hand out cans of Coke.
Yeah, so did, I was talking to...
Tommy Little. He did that.
Harley Breen.
Harley, Tommy, myself. There was a bunch of us that used to do it. Because back in the day, Dave, that's actually how you got on radio.
Yeah, Brody from Big Brother.
Yeah, that's how you, before going on reality TV to get on radio.
I know.
You joined the street team. And on top of that, it was a sick job. You got paid like $50 an hour to go and hand out big ends.
Yeah, and did you find... Yeah, put that... Yeah.
I fucked it up.
No, that's all right.
Done. No more touching.
No, it's like...
Oh, it's doing that.
Just hold it.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Do the same people turn up to get the prizes?
Yeah, we call them...
prize pigs.
Prize pigs.
Yeah.
And those prize pigs would drive around behind the Nova cars. Like a movie following the bad guy. They'd stalk the car all day and wait for our next handout. And then, you would know this from being in the studio, people don't realise that the radio station has systems in place that saves people's phone numbers.
Yes.
And saves messages next to the phone numbers.
Yeah, and it says prize pig.
Don't answer this. This is a prize pig.
Or a nutty, a right-wing Nazi. Yeah. I remember that. They still got that at the radio station.
Yeah. And so when I started doing shows on Nova, I was just always used to get joy from the messages attached to some people's phone numbers that would come up. You know?
What shift did you did nights on Nova, didn't you?
The first shift I got was overnight, so I did 1 a.m. till 6 a.m.
I bet your robot does that now. Do they? Is that a computer now?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I haven't heard it for a while.
It is a suicide-inducing time slot.
I've done that once or twice. It's not good.
After I did it for 6 months, and I had full depression and stuff because you're completely fucking with your sleeping pattern.
Yeah, it's not
you don't
good.
see the sun. You're awake when you're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
I wasn't good or healthy when I was doing overnights.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not great.
And then you did evenings?
Yeah, and then I got to do national evenings. So that was sick.
That's right.
Yeah, so I got to do 10 to 1.
Yeah, that's cool.
Up late, Nath Valvo on Nova.
Because all the kids are going to bed too. So it's not like the old...
All your pesky parents have gone to bed.
Yeah.
I can say naughty words now and give out tickets to Pitbull.
Yeah, right. It's like, are you doing your homework, Michael Tunn? Remember Tunny?
No.
Request Fest.
No.
Are you doing your homework?
Before my time.
That was Triple J. That's Triple J. That was before your time.
Yeah, but that 10 p.m. show on Nova was one of the best things I've ever done.
Oh, you like that?
Oh, it was so much fun. They let me do whatever I wanted to do. And just did the stupidest things.
Were you on by yourself?
I had a producer, but I was on air by myself.
Yeah, sure.
Just got people to drive to the studio, just do stupid things.
Yeah.
I had a really good time. It was looking back, it was probably an awful show.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
For the listener.
Yeah. Well, how long did you do that for?
Nearly 2 years, I think.
Yeah, right.
And then they moved. Then I got to do Saturday morning.
Oh, I remember that.
Saturday morning Melbourne Nova.
Yeah.
And they gave me a co-host. Finally, on rotation.
That's right. You had someone every week or something different, or
just every week had a different comedian on with me.
Yeah, that.
And the pay was terrible, and I felt bad because I always used to say to someone, "Come and do my Saturday morning show. It'd be awesome." $150.
Oh yeah.
To get up at 4:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah, that's hardcore. For most comics, it's like
it's awful. It was real hard.
Good.
Anyway, so that's how I became a nice addict, Dave O'Neill. That's how it began.
But then there must have come to a point where you just got back. You got into stand-up.
I was doing stand-up that whole time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
So
then
you've been doing stand-up over 10 years, haven't you?
about 10. I've done. Yeah, I think I've done 8 festivals in a 9 festivals in a row.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's built, has it? That's.
Yeah. I think I've been a good comedian for 2.
Oh, you're very good tonight. You're exceptional.
Oh, thanks, mate.
You're really good. Because also at the end of the night, it's getting late.
Yeah.
You come with the right amount of energy and
I
stuff.
screamed a lot. I high kicked a lot.
Yeah, but that's what they needed.
High kicked.
You were great.
Thanks, man. But yeah, it's
God, I don't want to be in an accident with you. It's terrible.
Is that good for podcast ratings if you have a car accident?
It'll make the news, maybe. If you get killed or injured. But I don't want to put you in a wheelchair. I'd feel bad.
Whatever, get those subscribing ratings. Let's get this up on the charts.
Those downloads, man. Oh yeah, wow. And so, but you've also you do a bit of TV now, though, don't you?
Oh, a little, but it's not
just a little
much.
bit,
There's not heaps to go around, is there?
Yeah.
I would love to. What's your dream TV gig? Because you're very good on panel shows.
Hey, it's Saturday.
Yeah, but you're like a dream panel guest.
Yeah. I tell you what though, you got to. I've done. Yeah, I used to do a lot of panel shows, and what's the most recent one I've done? Who's You Have a Problem? Did they have you on that or
no?
No, you were on the list though because I worked on that show with Hughesy. And
cool,
Hughesie's like, yeah, Nath Valvo, got Nath Valvo on.
Yeah, well,
No, you were very close to. You'll get on next time.
Yeah, sure.
After this podcast, it's going to. But so but doing that show, I'm like, oh, God, you got to pick up your game. You know, you got to be. I always say to people that haven't been on panel shows before, you got to say something in the first 5 minutes to establish yourself. You don't have to be funny necessarily.
Yeah.
Just have a presence.
Yeah. The first one I ever did was Mooney's.
Dirty Laundry.
Dirty Laundry.
Yeah.
And that was a really full-on first proper panel one to do because it's completely live.
Yeah, it's live.
It was 100% live, and surely the the key to a good panel show is an edit.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, well, Specs and Specs sometimes would go for an hour and a half.
Yes.
They edit it down to half an hour.
Yeah.
And Hughes show the same. They edit it.
Yeah, and that's not to name drop a TV show, but when I did the project the other week, I got really, really nervous because it's 100% live.
Yeah. And did they just have you on a guest? Or
just to chat about the triathlon clip going off.
Oh, what's that?
I went viral.
You've gone viral?
I went viral.
What is it? Is it
my gala spot?
Oh, okay.
Went viral on Facebook.
And you did some of that tonight?
Yeah.
About Cody?
Yeah. The boyfriend doing a triathlon. I'll be doing it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, well, it's a good
It'll be my Sadie to John Farnham. I'll be trying all this new experimental shit in 15 years.
Do the triathlon, mate. Do the triathlon.
People just be yelling it out.
Do it.
Do your Fitbit joke.
Yeah, do your Fitbit.
You've peaked.
That's right. Well, yeah, that is very funny. Oh, well, I'm sure, you'd be good on the project.
No, but my point was, I got very nervous because it was really live, and that's a weird thing to think because stand-up is live. We've got no edit on stage. But anyway, I remember going on Lawrence Mooney's Dirty Laundry, and that was live, and I was so nervous. Like, my voice was shaking for those first few sentences.
Yeah.
But I remember, back to your point, I remember getting something out early, and it went all right.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I just remember breathing.
You know what I used to do? I used to go before we'd start taping, I'd go to the audience at whatever I was doing. I mean, I did the midday show. I did stand up on the midday show, and before they and they were all ladies, and this is a long time ago. And I said to the audience, "Please laugh at me. My mum and dad will be watching." And so still on some of these panel shows, I always go, "Hey guys, just laugh, all right? Just laugh."
Like chat to the audience.
Yeah, a little bit if you can.
Yeah,
that's my great advice.
Do you think when you're on the panel, do you think about people watching at home, or are you just playing to the room? You're playing to the room?
I play to the room mainly, and just engage with the other people. But I always used to say on, with Specs and Specs, and then I'd say, you don't have to have jokes, you just got to have, draw other people in, you know what I mean, like other guests, and say, hey, you whatever, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Well, especially with musicians and people like that who aren't used to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas comedians, sometimes it can be a bit combative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A competitive kind of.
Yeah, but that's like, to throw a compliment back your way. You can go right here.
Oh, go right, yeah.
The Hughesy, Kate and Dave radio show was just awesome.
Oh, yeah, that was good fun. Yeah, I know.
That was a great show.
Yeah, it was me, Kate and Hughesy, and what did a woman in the petrol station say to me once behind the counter? She goes, she was Russian, she goes, "You're the person in the middle keeping those yo-yos on the straight and narrow." some weird...
Were you on the... very first year, so you were on the very first show.
I was the first person to speak
on Nova.
On Nova, yeah. Except Kate interrupted me. That's right. So I was supposed to be the first person. Anyway, look, it didn't matter. But I tell my teenage son that, and he's like, "Dad, I asked the school, and no one remembers you from Nova." I'm like, "Well, fuck, ask the cleaner, mate. Ask the old PE teacher. He'll remember me."
The cleaner's also gone. It's also a robot now.
Yeah, it's probably a robot.
A robot's doing my old midnight shift. But I remember going to school listening to you guys every morning. And I loved that radio show.
Well, Tommy Dassler used to come to our live OBs in his school uniform with his dad. But it's interesting because I go back there now and fill in for Sam Pang, who has every Friday off, because he's working too hard, Pangy, and it's just weird going back there. Yeah, I'm back.
Same studio. Nothing's changed.
Same studio.
You go to do Southern Cross, and you go in, it's all glass, and it's all futuristic, and it's all like all these screens, and it's all a bit overwhelming. But Nova's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. But see, this is the thing with your career. You've just got to work out what sort of TV you want to do, I suppose. Yeah. What would you like to do?
I don't know. That's the thing. I think most comedians around my age or of us coming through, we just
probably don't think in terms of TV.
We don't think we do, but I know for one that a bunch of us really miss Rove.
Oh, yeah,
and what
like
that show was.
Yeah. Well, I used to go on Rove occasionally. It was good. It's good for stand-ups.
Yes.
Well, the thing about Rove was that he didn't pull the ladder up. I was talking to you before about, I love that term,
pull the ladder up.
He bloody brought all his friends along with him.
Well,
and if, he would have everyone on that he knew from the circuit.
Yeah, and that's what is needed. I just think there needs to be a really cool central Tonight Show. Bunch of people get to go on, stand-up spots, even pre-recorded characters and skits, bring all that stuff again.
Yeah, of course. And sit-down chats.
That's missing. And I know that
Yeah.
I'm one of many comedians that thinks they could be a great person to host that.
Yeah.
Probably 10 of us will go to the fight for that.
Yeah.
But that would be great. I would love to do something like that. I would love nothing more than to punch up scripts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think I would really get off on that to help
I
people.
do a bit of that.
Yeah, to help people write a sitcom. I'd have because I don't think I can act. Can you act?
Oh, I was in The Nugget. Great movie.
Didn't want to mention it, but I have a copy of the DVD for you to
It's
sign.
great. Look, I got on a plane in the country the other day in Queensland. This guy goes, this farmer, he goes, can't believe I'm sitting next to the fat guy from The Nugget. Believe it, mate. Believe it.
Yeah, was it an economy?
Yeah, of course. I never go business. Been once, I think. And also on those planes, they don't have business or economy.
Oh yeah,
It's
one
a
of
country
those
plane.
Rex ones.
Rex. It was Rex.
Yeah, just keeping your eye on the propeller not falling off.
Oh God. Look, I don't know. Acting. I think if it's a role close to, I've played. Yeah, sort of those. I don't know what you call them. Yeah, sort of blue collar sort of character. I can play them. Low status.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'd be a good barrister, but I'd be a good criminal.
Because the thing is, like, I think if I wrote stand-up for someone or help someone write their live gear, I would get jealous that they got to get the laugh.
Yeah.
Whereas writing for a thing I know I probably can't do very well, like acting, I would really get off on the what's the word I'm looking for there?
Anonymous.
Of, that word of writing material and writing dialogue that isn't said by me. I think I'd get off on that.
Yeah, right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Not many people I've spoken on this podcast have had that ambition.
No, but it's not an ambition.
But I always wanted to do that.
I just think it would be something to add. I would like to add that in.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Yeah.
You're joke heavy, so you'd be good. I reckon you're joke heavy in your stand up. So I reckon you'd be good at that kind of work.
But anyway.
Who knows?
But TV. It is getting weird. TV.
Yeah.
It's
not as big as it. Well, I they say, in the old days, in America, you would do a Letterman or a Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and it would make you.
Yeah.
And now, it's like, I mean, Jamone did it, and the booker said, Jamone said, how many people will this bring to my next show? And the guy goes, you probably sell 30 extra tickets. 30 for doing Letterman. 30 extra tickets. Oh man. Anyway, it's all about YouTube, mate.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll end up hosting a live YouTube talk show from a lounge room. Come on, we'll talk about the Nugget.
Yeah, I'll come on. Happy to come on.
There'll be some
God, we haven't driven very far.
Some cult hit.
Oh, for sure. Now you're listening to the Debrief. Now, the Debrief is supported by SuperSimpleCards.com. Get a pack of greeting cards from Super Simple Cards using the code Debrief at the checkout. SuperSimpleCards.com. Check them out. Look, they're made in Australia. They're made in Gippsland. And they're powered by solar. Yeah, there's no trees to cut down to make the cards. And the cards are compostable too. You can chuck them in the compost when you finish with them, if you receive one. So find a link in the show notes or go to SuperSimpleCards.com. Get 10% off your entire order when you use the code Debrief at the checkout. All shipping is free. Get a great pack of environmentally friendly cards. It'll save you time and money. Yeah, it's a good idea. Go to SuperSimpleCards.com. All right, back to the show. You're back on the Debrief with Nath Valvo. He was a very funny man. He was very funny tonight. You've been doing I've got this question. You've been doing a bit of roadshow, haven't you?
Yes.
You've been touring with the roadshow, which is good.
Comedy Festival roadshow.
The country gigs. Do you find those audiences different?
Yeah, I find them fun. They're unspoilt.
Yeah.
They're real up for it.
They're sort of town hall gigs, though. You get everyone, don't you?
Yeah, I reckon. I have a really good time on roadshow, and it's work. Who's going to complain about getting paid to do stand-up?
Yeah, it's true.
In this, there's not heaps of paid work in this country for stand-up.
No.
So I enjoy the gig. They're unfit. They're very unfit, so it takes them a while to
get into the swing of things.
The MC has to work on a roadshow.
Yeah.
You've seen me. I go pretty quick.
Yeah. What spot did you do? What spot did you close?
The one I just did. I was on last, which was very lovely.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Which is nice, but I didn't have to be. I just did a crusher lineup where everyone on the lineup could have easily.
Who else was on?
On last.
Reese. I know Reese was on.
It was me and Reese and Dill.
Oh my god.
And Dan Connell and Nikki Britton.
Oh
and
wow.
It was just a smasher lineup.
That's a great. Who hosted?
Dan.
Yeah, right.
And so I was like, I don't want to go last. I got freaked out. I got so nervous.
Yeah.
The first night, I freaked out.
Oh,
Do you still get nervous?
A little bit, but not depending what it is. Yeah, so I do those gigs where I did a gig recently, and the guy, it's a corporate thing. The guy rings up and goes, "Are you feeling funny? Are you feeling funny?" He rang. I'm like, "Yeah, mate. You gotta stop ringing me."
Well,
those sort of things where they put a bit of pressure on you, I don't like.
Yeah, well,
but tonight, no, I didn't feel nervous really
right.
at all.
Like that roadshow, as I said, that lineup I just said, really anyone could have gone last.
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with, I don't know.
You're all headliners.
Maybe it was just an energy thing. I don't know. Anyone could have done it.
Yeah.
I wish I could figure out what it is that makes me nervous for gigs, because sometimes I'm not at all, and other times it's on my mind all day, and I can't for the life of me figure out why.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a room.
Well, I mean, I had Peter Halley on the podcast a few times ago, and we did the Collingwood Football Club, just the players and their girlfriends. And I woke up, when I woke up, I thought about that gig straight away as soon as I woke up.
Right.
Because I thought, I'm 53, all these guys, I could be their dad. I'm their dad's age.
Yeah.
And so, why the fuck am I going to? But it was a great gig. It ended up being a great gig.
Yeah.
But it's one of those gigs where you wake up, and I was nervous for that. Because I'm just like, oh. But if I'm going to do my standard kind of middle-aged crowd, I'm not nervous at all.
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure it out when I'm not, and there's just no common link.
Yeah,
I can't figure out why.
Yeah, look, give it a few more years, you'll be right.
Yeah.
I reckon you'll be fine.
It's a bit annoying.
You're so good. You're rock solid.
Oh, thanks, man. I get nervous.
Solid.
I get nervous in my solo shows.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair enough. Because I'm the same. I stand backstage going, oh, they've paid money to see me. I like it when there's other people on the bill.
Yeah.
Well, they don't like me. They'll like Nath. It'll be fine. Whatever. But you're standing there. You go, I'm going to do an hour now. Oh.
It's a long time.
I actually read this in a book that if you say out loud positive things. So I would sometimes be backstage going, I'm funny, come on, I'm funny. And then one time an audience member heard me and went, Dave, what are you saying? Dave, we can hear you. Because, it'd be like a Wednesday night, it's been raining, it was the third week. I'm just backstage going, oh, come on, you're funny. I'm funny.
Should I agree with that?
Dave, what are you doing back there?
My favourite was when I did the backstage room, or
I've done the backstage.
There was one room at
Tiny
the town
room.
hall where you have to wrap yourself in the curtain, so you're hiding up against the wall, and you're literally listening in to
what they're
everyone talking about for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Every night.
I didn't want to see. Did you get tickets to Dave Hughes? I told you. No, this guy's funny. I've seen this guy's funny.
Yeah.
Well, he better be.
All of that. Who is he again? And I want to name my shows what people say about comedians should name their shows on how people wrap them up to their friends.
Oh yeah.
So
what do they say about you?
So I think I would love to call my show next year the gay one. Yells a lot, very energetic.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, the gay one.
When you perform for an hour, someone will go to work tomorrow and wrap you up in a sentence.
Oh yeah. They'd say about me the fat guy.
The fat guy from the Nugget.
The fat guy from the Nugget. Probably wouldn't say the Nugget. The fat guy, he's laid back. He's a dad. I think he's a dad.
Yeah.
He talks about being a dad.
Or like someone said to me once, I saw your show a couple of years ago, the one about mums.
Oh yeah,
and I went, yeah, cool. 55-minute show, maybe 5 minutes on my mum. It's the mum show.
The mum show.
So everything gets wrapped up.
That's so funny. Well, no. Okay, these are my questions. What went well tonight and why?
From my set.
Your set.
What went well tonight? Fuck.
Oh, everything.
No, everyone had fun tonight. That was a very nice time on stage tonight. I think.
Well, your clothes was very strong. I love that thing about you going to musicals and.
Oh yes, no, that did really well. My musical bit tonight.
That was funny.
I had a lot of fun doing that.
That was funny because you're an example of stand-up who actually performs when you're performing.
Yes.
So you act out stuff and you're quite.
That comes from insecurity.
Oh no, that's good though. I like that.
Okay, thanks.
I like that. That's good.
I'm like, the more bells and whistles, the more voices.
I'm with you.
And more high kicks and more fringe curl kicks I can do.
Yeah.
The less attention they're paying to my punchline.
Yeah, that was good. So what didn't do well then? You were pretty solid, I thought.
I had a good time. I think I would have liked to have them a bit quicker.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? You were on last. I
Yes.
reckon they were a bit tired, but your energy
I dug
transformed
in.
them.
I dug in.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
there's
yeah,
a couple
yeah,
of minutes
yeah.
at the top where I was like, oh,
Here we go.
fuck, I have to work.
Well, that's why I brought you straight on. I'm like, I'm not going to do any more jokes. So here it is.
They're done.
Hello.
They're done.
Were there any organisational hazards that got in the way? Like, it's a pretty well set up room.
That room's good to go.
People are so close to you and stuff.
That room's
It's
really good to go. I mean, there was no light backstage, and we're sitting in we were in
Kept flicking on and off.
we were in pitch black for a couple of minutes.
Serial killer
It was a
back
bit
there.
weird.
How can we do better next time?
You or me?
No, all of us.
All of us. It's hard to talk about a gig like tonight where
was pretty
not
good.
blowing smoke up anyone's asses that was involved. It genuinely was a really fun, nice night out.
Yeah.
Where everyone, and what was really great was which is always key, I think, the lineup was so different.
Yeah. We all you're right.
The six of us had something completely different to say.
It's true.
Every time we got up.
It's true.
And that's always a really nice thing.
It is good. That's a good thing. There's a bit of variety. Oh, look, I don't like it when you've got to go on after someone who's similar to me.
Yeah.
So if they're talking about parenting and it's the same as me. I'd rather have someone that's like yourself or,
Yeah.
That's when I do gigs and they want a support act. I get Brad Oakes because he's got no kids or no partner.
Yeah.
So it's just easier.
Yeah.
He's not going to talk about stuff like it. And then you know what it's like? You go, Gary was talking about having kids. I've got 3.
Yeah.
Like Hughesy was on tonight. He goes, Dave's got kids. I've got kids.
Yeah.
Like,
and it was weird when I did gear on Hughesy's kids.
oh, yeah. You started just talking about kids.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I just did old Hughesy bits.
All right, we're going to pull over and drop you off.
All right.
No, I play a song. What sort of music do you like? We can play any song.
Really? You want a Valvo song playing?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just pure pop, mate.
Oh,
Joyful pop. Give it to me, man.
Well, what?
It can be of any decade.
Yeah, no, well, I'm easy. What do you want?
Or do you want to be all like cool and like, here's a new band? That's really
Just what you like. Just what you like. It doesn't be a cool.
Who's on my screensaver? On my phone? Who's that?
Is that Kylie?
Yeah, man. Who's that? That tattoo.
Oh my god, it's got a tattoo of Kylie.
Yeah.
You ever met her?
Yeah, she did it. She drew that.
No.
How's that for faggotry?
Oh my god, so
Yeah.
she drew that and then you got it made into a tattoo?
Yeah, I just tattooed over her signature.
Well, let's play a Kylie song.
That was a proud day for Dad.
Yeah. Giuseppe.
Hey, Giuseppe.
What?
Is this what you came across on the boat for? yeah. Future kids to have
How's
this freedom.
So what age did you come out to your dad?
I came out when I was 22.
And what did he say?
Oh, I couldn't have given less of a shit.
I thought so.
I used to do stand-up on how disappointed I was in my parents for not caring that I was gay. Because how am I ever going to win the Barry?
Yeah, exactly. You got no tragic story. You're very happy too. You seem balanced.
Wrong thing to say there about people's genuine struggles, but they were so fine. And obviously I've even got, my parents had met me at that time, so I don't think there was too much shock or surprise.
Sure.
No, he was fine. He's a funny. My parents are very funny.
I met your mum. I loved him with your dad.
What's
Giuseppe? How old is Giuseppe? Is he my age?
No. Giuseppe's 70.
Yeah, right. Okay.
70 this year. Giuseppe comes to some of my shows.
Does he do some of the classic WOG stuff? He's
He's a perfect hybrid of a very Italian man when I want him to be for stand up, because it's all real. You know, the food, the grumpy,
the tomatoes in the backyard.
The concrete, the mechanic, the cars, eating chilies out of the jar with olives and bread and
Does
oil.
he eat an onion like an apple?
No, none of that.
That's what the guy across the road from me. Who was Giuseppe?
Yeah.
Giuseppe used to live, there was an Italian family across the road from us.
Yes.
And he used to eat an onion like an apple.
Yeah. Well, it's really great for my stand-up that I have both sides to pick on, because then you've got mum, family of 10, Irish Catholic.
Oh my God.
I've got, 30-something cousins.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah. And so it's, great.
Good stuff. Now, what Kylie song should we play?
Should we play my favourite Kylie song?
Yeah.
All right, let's Confide. Confide in Me. This is a great song.
Confide in Me.
This is for your listeners. Give them a history lesson. This is when Kylie became cool.
Okay. I like Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
I've never met her, but you have, so that's awesome. Trying to remember who I've met from Neighbours.
Oh yeah.
Mark Little played Joe Mangle. I met him.
Sure, you met a few.
Oh, I met Des.
Fucking someone said to me,
Des. Remember Des?
I remember Des.
Wasn't he married to Daphne?
Des was years and years ago.
Yeah, he married to the stripper.
And now Des, he moved to LA, and he actually he's still in stuff.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to look him up.
Wait, tall and skinny with white hair now?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of, yeah, he's fantastic. He plays the president in 24 and stuff.
Yeah. Who's that?
He was in Neighbours.
Oh, I thought that was Des.
No, that's not Des.
Oh, sorry.
That's, what's his name? That guy's. He plays a lot of politicians and stuff.
Yeah, he's always grumpy and angry in anything he plays.
He's in 24.
And he has a career because he's one of the very few Australian actors that nails the American accent.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's real
Des, I think Des, I saw him walking down the road in a tracksuit once. I don't think Des, what's his name? Ian, oh God, that's going to kill me.
But you'll love this. Someone said to me only a few weeks ago, hey, Paul Robinson from Neighbours was at your show tonight.
Oh.
This year.
This year?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just Googling that guy from, Australian, what was his name?
He was in,
Not Ian, that's not him, I think Henderson for some reason. Oh, Margot Robbie she was in Neighbours.
How did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
How did you not know that? That is Margot's story, the claim.
Alan Dale.
Jim
Robinson. Alan Dale is the guy we're talking about. Liam Hemsworth was in Neighbours. Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, mate, just...
Brett Tucker.
How you know Margot was in it?
I didn't know Margot Robbie was in Neighbours. I saw her in Itona. She was fantastic.
Yeah, that's a very good movie.
Oh, it's so good. It was an Australian. I think it was an Aussie. All right, Nath Valvo, thanks for being on the podcast. We've sorted out the Neighbours cast.
Yeah, well, I'm very happy that I'm ending this podcast on bragging that Paul Robinson saw my show at this year's festival.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Love it.
I want to know if his walking stick is real or if he does that on the show just because part of his character. Should have asked my front of house.
You should have. Okay, Nath Valvo, you can find Nath on Twitter.
Oh yeah, all that.
Facebook, everything.
But thanks for the lift.
No
more
worries.
Importantly, I think your podcast's a piece of shit, but I got a free lift home, Dave O'Neill.
Give me a good rating on Uber.